So I'm at the entrance to the Backyard Abundance project, and I'm squatting down here on a little piece of concrete. It's a concrete pad, weighs probably 20 kilos. It's considered a 2 foot by 2 foot, so it's about 60 centimeters square. Why do I have it here? It's taken the next step, taken it up to the next level for Backyard Abundance, because we know the essence of great healthy food, which gives you a great healthy body, is that you start out with great healthy soil. So you need a way to make compost. So check this out. I'm just gonna grab something and I'll be right back. Are you ready for this, guys? It's taking it to the next level. Very simple, very simple. It's a little composting bin. By putting it on the concrete pad, it's completely rat and rodent proof. It's got little breathing ventilations here. These in North America cost 30 to 50 bucks, depending on whether you buy them new or used. The lids open up on the top like that. And the simple definition of composting soil is just mix your greens and your browns, your carbon and your nitrogen, your soil and your fresh stuff. Make new soil by doing it in lasagna type layers. So you put a composter in your garden. Now you can put all your leaves and your trimmings, any weeds that you pull into here, layer it with soil or household compost, and you're going to be building your own soil to put on your beds in fall and spring. Rock on! There's almost anything that's biodegradable that can be put into there. We have a household composter, and we kind of store and stockpile all of our house waste in there over the winter. And as things start to warm up in spring like it is now, we start to make soil. And then I use that soil for two things: mulching around plants that need moisture retention and keeping away the weeds. And I put it over all my garden beds in fall when I'm putting them to bed for the winter, and then cover with cardboard and coffee sacks to basically put a nice blanket to insulate the soil in the garden beds over the winter. So what I'm going to do is just show you a little bit of what I've done and where I'm going to go. Here's a little crib. If you get about a yard cubed, you end up making a really nice compost pile. And what you can see here is one I got going a couple weeks ago. It's hot to the touch already. And if you dig in here, there's a little bit of grass clippings, there's household compost, there's manure from my chickens, and it's just getting going and starting to get warm. What's really critical to realize is that becomes pretty much a living unit, that compost pile. And so I cover it with coffee sacks, I cover it with a layer of plastic, and then I cover it again. This starts to get some southern exposure, it warms up, and it gets nice and warm. Now, if you want to make sure that your garden doesn't become a place where your soil and composting makes and breeds a bunch of seeds, you got to get some critical temperature in there. And that's why you need at least 30 days of it being over 140 degrees Fahrenheit. If you get that, all the weed seeds are killed as well, and all you're getting is golden, nutritious soil. So I'm just going to take a crack at this, starting out with some lawn clippings, some chicken manure. I've got household compost. I've got a neighbor with a big oak tree, and he doesn't know what to do with his leaves, and I do. I turn it into mulch around my raspberries, and I put it into here. I've got a tree company that drops off tree chippings. I heat my house with wood, so I've got all the ashes out of my wood stove that I'm adding in, and all that's going to get layered together. And realize that what makes great soil is some time and some temperature, but most of all, a good ingredient mix. It's supposed to be like 30 to 1 carbon to nitrogen. So you mostly want dead stuff that's brown and rotted, and you add some living stuff, food scraps, grass clippings, and weeds, and all that together. Oh my goodness, it's magic for your soil. So here we go, let's build it together. so just wrapping up on grow it yourself, do it yourself, composting in soil. It's really simple. The biggest thing to grab hold of is you're just doing layers. Because if layers are happening, then the microorganisms and the worms and the heat's going to transfer through beautifully. Don't just put one thing in and then another thing. You'll see I put grass in at a few times, which is the nitrogen. You want to get layers of a whole variety of things, and it's carbon heavy. So the brown and the gray stuff, the ashes, the wood chips, the dead leaves, the household compost with coffee grounds and stuff, that's all going to be carbon. And the nitrogen will be the weeds and the grass clippings, which you do much more sparsely. The third thing to realize is that it's really helpful to get at least a cubic yard in volume. If you get a cubic yard, like a big dice, that's a yard by a yard by a yard, that's going to heat up. It's going to hold heat. I have friends who do big compost piles for like a whole restaurant's waste. And through the winter, with it freezing and snowing for over a month, they kept the internal composting temperature in their pile over 100 degrees the whole time. So if you get sufficient mass, it'll just hold its own and it'll just keep rocking on. So do the layers, lots of carbon with a bit of nitrogen in those layers, shoot for a cubic yard, and it's gonna be a beautiful thing.